Hello, everybody. I hope you are enjoying this book series that I'm doing on Embodied Grace, A Woman's Path to Empowerment. Just a quick reminder, you can get this for free in my Facebook group, Embodied Grace Community. It's a free download, so you can definitely get that there. And we've been going through the book little by little and getting through all of the topics. And I'm not reading the book, but I'm actually just giving you ideas to enhance the experience of the book. Because this really is meant to be like your own little life coaching tool, right? So we were just talking in the last video about self-care. And again, this video series, there's a few different videos. So if you'd like to go back to the beginning, start at video 1 and work your way through. Today, we are talking about self-awareness, okay? So self-awareness is really coming into knowing and being true to yourself. This is simple things like if you feel like you're on the right path or not. Do you feel like you're in the right job or not? Do you feel like you know who you are or not? Like this is getting into the idea of self-awareness. Like, are you ignoring yourself? Are you honoring what you feel? Do you get that little funny feeling in your stomach that you should or shouldn't do something, and then you rationalize, right? You talk yourself out of it. If you're doing any of those things, that's not really honoring self-awareness, okay? Self-awareness has so many different pieces that this could be, but part of it's the inner voice, right? Like, how do you talk to yourself? What ways do you show up? Are you being intentional? Are you taking care of yourself? Like, all of these things fall into the idea of self-awareness, and self-awareness is going to play a big part of everything that we've been talking about in the book. Okay. So again, when it comes to, making choices for yourself, you have to be in self-awareness about that. Are you making those choices because of what somebody says you should do, or are you really feeling into yourself and you know that it's a right choice for you? That it would be self-awareness. Okay. The self-awareness piece is really about learning to honor yourself and learning to work through your emotions, learning to have positive self-talk, learning to work through the negative emotions, learning to know when you need a rest, learning to know when you need to, work out or make whatever the choices are, whatever's going on for you. It's really about honoring yourself and being aware of how you feel when those things happen, right? So whenever you're ready for a new choice, the choice will be made clear when you can go within, trust yourself, know that you're on the right path because you're being intentional, you're really feeling into whatever the choice is, and you're in awareness of the way your body reacts, the emotions that you're having, the thoughts that come up when you think about making the choices. Okay. This is where sometimes fears are going to show up, because what will happen is when you start to be aware of yourself, you're going to think, I really know that it's time for me to change my job. But then all of the fears are going to come in, and it's going to be, you can't change a job. You can't do that. You need this job. It keeps you safe. It keeps you secure, yada, yada, yada. Right. That's fear. That's not self-awareness. So what would happen in the self-awareness piece would be going, okay, I know, I feel in my body, I know in my heart that it's time for me to make a job choice. And then all the fears come in and you saying, okay, I'm aware that these are the fears that I have, but are these fears true? Okay. So that's a way to go a little bit deeper into this, is looking at the idea of moving forward and listening to yourself. If something doesn't feel right, stop and ask yourself, why? Why doesn't this feel right? What is my body trying to tell me? What is my gut feeling trying to tell me? What is my intuition trying to tell me? When you do that, it's really going to adjust the way you look at things. It's going to adjust the way you talk to yourself. It's really going to bring you into the ideas of looking at things in a different approach, right? Really learning to get out of your comfort zone and knowing what is self-awareness and what is fear, because fear is always what's holding you back, right? So then you can take this whole self-awareness thing back to, a couple of videos ago where we were talking about the excuses, right? So when you're self-aware, you can say, wait, why do I believe this? Why is this belief coming up for me? Like, I know I want to make these changes. So why am I feeling that I can't do it because this isn't how my family does it, right? Like, just because my family doesn't do it doesn't mean I can't. So it really makes you aware of things on a whole different level. So the reason I wanted to make this self awareness piece separate than self-care is because it seems kind of similar, um, except that you want to be in the space of self-care, taking care of yourself, getting plenty of rest, eating well, feeling, nurtured and feeling taken care of, so that your self-awareness can be on high alert and help you start to tune into choices that are right for you and choices that are not. So self-awareness is huge, guys. Self-awareness is so good. So when you're in this idea of self-awareness, you can make choices that align with your purpose. You can set intentions and make choices that align with that. You can move forward in clarity because you're like, okay, I know that this feels right. I am trusting myself. This feels right. I have awareness around all of the fears that have come up. And now I can do this. I don't have to talk myself out of it because I'm just going to trust that it's all going to work out. And I know that this is something that I'm being called to do. Okay. So when you start practicing self-awareness, it's about, it's about feeling your body. It's about noticing your emotions. It's about noticing your fears. And it's really about noticing what thoughts are coming up. Okay. Because this is where the nasty little mean girl can come in and really wreak havoc if you're not in that place of self-awareness. So sending you guys lots of love, and I'll talk to you on the next video.